Hello, and welcome back to Life Rescue Podcast with Lisa. Yes, that's me. Thank you all for joining. I am so happy and blessed to be here today on this beautiful Thursday right before Easter weekend. So, if you're celebrating Passover, Easter, whatever holiday, happy holidays to everybody. Thank you all so much for calling into my phone number, the Life Rescue line, which is 754-222-4413. I've had so many people calling in and thanking me and sending me text messages and asking to talk about different topics. And what I found was most of the people want to talk about love and relationships, how to find their divine life partner, how to love themselves more so that they can attract that beautiful divine life partner. So that is the topic for today. It's all about self-love and attracting the perfect partner for you by becoming the perfectly imperfect being that you are. And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. First, I just want to say the law of attraction is everything. The law of attraction, the energy that you put out, and that I'm going like this because the energy that surrounds you, the energy that you are becoming or that you are right now, is the energy that you are going to attract back to yourself from everyone around you. So, the law of attraction is a beautiful topic we're going to be talking about today. And I want to start with placing an intention for today's podcast. And before we do that, I want you to close your eyes for a moment. I always put my hands in prayer position, do whatever you want. You can put your hands down, your arms up, you can dance around, do whatever makes you happy. I'm going to put my hands in prayer position, close my eyes, and breathe in beautiful positive energy. And exhale out whatever is not serving my highest good. Okay, and then I'm going to breathe in over my head, real big deep breath, beautiful positive energy. Exhale out any negative energy. Last time, breathe in. Beautiful peace, love, and light. Exhale out any stress, fear, or worry. Let that shit go. I have a sign right over here that says, let that shit go. I love that saying. I have a wine glass too that says, let that shit go. Get rid of negative energy. Bring in positive energy by attracting law of attraction and manifesting it. Okay, so the first thing we're doing right now is placing an intention for today. Place an intention for today. So here's my intention. I started this podcast, I think like 6 or 7 weeks ago. And I definitely am every week getting more subscribers and more viewers and followers and calls and texts. So it's exciting for me and it's growing organically, not too fast, not too slow, just perfect. So my intention for today is to get 100 subscribers by the end of April. Okay, by the end of April, I want 100 subscribers. I think I'm about at 35 or 36, which is fine. I'm not growing it fast. I'm not doing any marketing. I'm not really, besides my social media, I'm not buying followers. I'm just taking my time, being patient, growing this organically, sharing information that I've learned along this beautiful journey of life that I've been going through, trials and tribulations, and just sharing it with all of you. So my intention is to have 100 subscribers by the end of April. I'm placing it inside of my heart and soul. I'm telling all of you, I'm getting that energetic force going, and the law of attraction is going to bring it back to me. So think about something you want to manifest into your life, an intention. Think about it and then say it out loud, ask for it, believe in it, and receive it. Yes. And if it doesn't come exactly when you want it to come, it will. Just keep believing, keep asking, and you will receive. Okay. So, starting into our topic of self love, energy, and attracting the right partner. So, how do you attract the right life partner? By becoming the best version of you. Okay, because if you still have a lot to work on and you're not working on it and you're maybe escaping to drugs or alcohol or sex or gambling or just masking all of your pain and not facing the darker moments like I'm always talking about, let the darkness come in and work through it so that you can let it go, let that shit go, and bring in the positive, beautiful light. And then you will attract the right life partner. So becoming whole within yourself and loving yourself is the most important first part of this podcast educational episode that I'm bringing you today. So, I truly believe that you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So, let me tell a little story and then I'm going to get into this later. My divine life partner, I've been with for almost 6 years. So, how did we attract each other? I was living here in South Florida. He was living all the way across the other side of the map in Oregon. And it was during COVID 2020 that he was going through a separation and filing for divorce and a custody battle for his son at the time, which was 4. And he started working on himself, healing himself for the first time in a long time that he actually was facing the truth of what he's been suppressing most of his adult life through relationships and hurt and pain and wounds like we all go through. I was over here in Florida breaking up with a boyfriend I was with for a year and going through internal healing myself. COVID hit, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go lock myself up in my house with my kids and do fitness videos. And I started doing them on LinkedIn and Instagram and Facebook. And that's how we met because he was watching my fitness videos, sent me a text message, on the LinkedIn, and we started talking, and then we talked on the phone, and that's how we met and built our relationship. So he was all the way over there, and I was here, but we were going through similar situations that were parallel to each other. That's how we attracted each other. So again, it's about the energetic force. The vibe attracts your tribe. So raise your energetic vibe. Woo, yes. I always have to throw that in there because you have to raise your energetic vibe so that you can attract your tribe, and which is your divine life partner. Okay, I'm going to get into that story a little bit later, but I just wanted to throw that out there to let you know I'm not a relationship coach. I'm a fitness life coach, mind, body, spirit, which encapsulates everything and encompasses every pretty much walk of life, which is mind, body, spirit, love, relationships, exercise, nutrition, positive mindset. It really encompasses everything. But I'm not here to say, hey, I'm a life, love, and relationship coach. That's not my specialty, but I'm here to share with you my stories of what happened to me and how I definitely attracted my life partner. So, before we get back into that, why people attract the wrong partners. Let's talk about that for a couple of minutes. Why do people, including myself and my partner Brian, we attracted the wrong life partners multiple times throughout our lives, his life and my life. So, why do we attract the wrong partner? Number one, lack of self worth. So, when you don't put yourself first on that pedestal and you don't feel worthy of the love, then you are going to attract the wrong partner. Seeking validation. This is a very important one. So many men and women are seeking validation all in the wrong places. So, social media, we all post things on social media. And if you don't get the likes or you get the likes and you're getting all these wrong people that you're attracting because you're posting the wrong post that isn't really showing you in the best light or the best version of you, and you're seeking that validation to feel more worthy of yourself, you will definitely attract the wrong partner. And that's happened many times to many different people. And luckily, I really haven't been through that exactly because I never really did online dating. And I don't think I dated anyone I've ever met on social media besides Brian, which is my partner now, my life partner. And that was on LinkedIn. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Our world is all about social media and online dating and everything. But I just personally have not met many people on there, so I can't say I've had a negative or positive experience. So maybe I was putting stuff out there, for my business, and then I attracted the wrong person because I was not in the right place in my life. But luckily, I repelled those people away from me, so that didn't happen to me. But in real life, I did meet a few not so great partners, and that was because I was not in the greatest place in my life. So make sure that you take care of you before you want to attach yourself to someone else. Okay. Fear of being alone. That is huge. There's so many people out there that cannot be alone. And that's a very sad thing, because if you don't love yourself enough to be with yourself, then you definitely cannot attract the right person and love another person when you're not even loving yourself. So important. Learn how to love being alone and give yourself a hug and tell yourself, I love you. Remember, I told you this in the last episode. I love you, Lisa. Yes, I love you. You're amazing. You're a beautiful person. You are worthy. Love yourself. Okay, repeating patterns over and over again. Okay, so out of this list, lack of self worth, seeking validation, fear of being alone, and repeating patterns, I have done all of these things and attracted the wrong partners many times. So I've had quite a few relationships, short term, longer, a year, 3 years, 10 years, whatever, with the wrong partners, but I wasn't in the right place. I kept repeating the patterns. Now, let me give an example of one pattern that I repeated multiple times. I am a healer. I'm an empath. I love to help people. I love to give myself to people in a emotional way as a friend, to take care of them and love them and just make them feel better. So throughout my life, I did that in my profession, but also with my friends and also in the dating world. So I would find a wounded duck and take care of that little animal. And I have taken care of many little ducks here in South Florida that were wounded. That just made me think of one during hurricane. We called it Hurricane Milton, the little duck that we saved. But animals, but also people. So I had a pattern of dating men that I wanted to help save because they needed saving. So instead of me empowering them and educating them and maybe teaching them what I've been through or what I've learned in my degree with psychology and exercise physiology, instead of doing that, I would enable them. I would try to pick them up and make them feel better. And then I would forget about myself to try to care for them. And then that did not work. And did I repeat that pattern many, many times in almost every relationship that I've been in until I finally learned, you know what? I need to take care of me. They need to take care of them. And then when we're both whole, we'll come together and it'll work much better. So I'll get back to that point when I talk more about Brian and I. But I just want to say, if you don't feel whole on your own, you'll look for someone else to complete you. Isn't that true? You complete me. What was that from? Jerry Maguire, I complete you, you complete me. Well, guess what? That's not true. You might think they complete you, they do not complete you. And love is a beautiful thing. Having a beautiful, supporting, loving partner is great, but they will not complete you. They are only going to bring something to the table to help you grow to a higher level or a better version of yourself. Okay. So, the power of love, what it really means, the power of self love, what it really means, knowing your value, feeling worthy, telling yourself you're worthy, believing you're worthy, and loving yourself by putting yourself first, being okay with being alone with yourself. Go on a walk, go to the beach, have a coffee outside in the morning for breakfast. Look at nature, do something by yourself to feel good within yourself without having anybody else making you feel good about yourself. Love yourself first. Emotional independence. I was alone for 9 years before Brian and I moved in together after a year of dating long distance. And 9 years is a long time. Yes, I dated men. Yes, I had a few boyfriends during those 9 years, but I never lived with anyone. And I always made time for myself to do my career, to fulfill myself with meditation and yoga. I spent time with my kids, even though that's not being with yourself, but I didn't need a man to complete me. I completed myself, and that is so important. Self love is not just a concept, it's the foundation of every healthy relationship that you will have now, you had in the past, and you will have in the future. Self love is so important. So, energy and the law of attraction, what I mentioned before. Your energy attracts similar energy. I already talked about this. Raise your energetic vibe. Yes, yes, yes. Raise your energetic vibe and attract your tribe. High energy people. If you're in a low vibing, depressed state, you're going to attract those people. And that's fine. We all go through those low vibrational states, but get through it. Raise your vibe and surround yourself with positive, high energy people that can lift you up, not pull you down. Confidence attracts confidence. I was not always a confident woman. I was bullied horribly as a child. And I talk about that in my TV show coming up, Life Rescue. And I really had to work on my confidence. And you know how I did it? By being alone, by sitting alone in a restaurant, looking around at people, by hearing people laugh and knowing they're not making fun of me or bullying me, by sitting there with my head held high and loving myself inside of myself built my confidence. And again, I'm going to say this, what I say in every other show, fake it till you make it. That's what I did. And now I'm such a loving, confident woman that loves myself more than anybody else around me. So it does work. Work on it just like you work on your body, work on your mind. It's a daily practice to believe in yourself and feel more confident. Insecurity attracts imbalance. So of course we all have insecurities, but work on those insecurities. Work on them so that it doesn't attract imbalance. It attracts more balance into your life. When you shift your energy, you shift who you attract. So work on your insecurity. Like I said, I would sit in restaurants by myself, order a glass of wine. I would work on my insecurities. I would read self help books. I would constantly be feeding my mind thoughts of empowerment. You are enough. You are beautiful. You are love. You are peace. Affirmations are so important. That's another thing I talk about on every episode. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about Brian and I. So we met, we attracted each other. Now, did we have issues? Yes. Do we still have issues? Yes. I'm not telling you or myself or him that we are perfect human beings. No, we're all imperfect, imperfectly perfect. So the difference is he was working on his issues. I was working on my issues. So what I'm trying to say about our relationship, it was not forced. It flowed because the energetic force of Brian over there in Oregon working on himself and Lisa over here in Florida working on herself attracted us to each other. And that's what started the ball rolling, and it flowed. It just flowed. He flew down to Florida. We met. We fell in love. I would fly to Oregon. And then a year after long distance dating, we ended up moving in together. And that's a whole nother episode on blended families with 3 kids. I had 2, he had 1, and that was not the easiest thing. But guess what? The harder we worked on ourselves, the easier the flow would start, the energetic force. So there's been times in our 6-year relationship that he stopped working on himself. I've stopped working on myself because we were bombarded with stress and work issues, financial issues, kid issues. And then what happened? That energetic force made everything chaotic, and it almost like exploded where we ended our relationship, but where we could have, but we didn't. And why is that? Because we continuously learned how to take time to work on ourselves. And what we've come to realize in this relationship is that when he works on himself and I work on myself and the 3 kids work on themselves, then the energy starts to move around in a positive way and our life starts to flow with ease instead of this forceful, chaotic tornado. Okay, so it's very important again. Self love, self worth. Never stop working on yourself because it's a never ending journey of transformation and healing. It never ends. But the more you work on yourself and the more you become whole within yourself, the easier life gets with your partner. So, real quick before we end this episode, how to become that person. I've been talking about it throughout the whole episode, but to just hit on the bullet points again, work on yourself every single day. The same way you brush your teeth, the same way you take a shower, every single day you have to work on yourself. Wake up and say, today is going to be a great day, even if you don't feel it. Fake it till you make it. Seriously. Feed your mind with positive affirmations. I am worthy. I am love. I am enough. What I've been always saying throughout this episode and every episode. Feed your mind with positive affirmations. Build your confidence. Create a life that you love. Create a life that you love. If you're miserable in your life, make a change. And don't tell me you can't. Oh, I don't have enough money. I have to stay miserable. Well, find something else that you can generate money that won't make you miserable. Because if you're miserable in your life, no matter how much you work on yourself or fake it till you make it or tell yourself positive affirmations, if every day you wake up and have to go to a job that you hate or be surrounded with people that you despise, it's not going to work. You will not become that whole person, the best version of you. Make a change. I know it's scary, but sometimes you have to make very big, scary changes, and you might fall all the way down to the ground. But guess what? You're going to pick yourself up and grow in a different direction that makes you happy. You need to make your life a life that you love. So create it. You have the power to do it. Stop chasing a dream and making yourself miserable every day. Okay, we all have dreams. I have a dream with my Life Rescue TV show. Brian created a beautiful water, VOL. See right here, VOL. Yay. 528 hertz. It's a vibrational water. He has a dream, I have a dream, but we're not every day chasing and chasing and chasing our dream and forgetting about living in the moment and continuing to work on ourselves. Okay, so that's very, very important. So stop chasing, live in the moment, and create the life that you love. Now, I want to close with this. The right person does not complete you. They complement you. And I had said this a little bit earlier, that the right person is not going to complete you. You're going to complete yourself. But to end that, they complement the completed person that you are within yourself. So continue to work on yourself. Continue to love yourself. Continue to heal yourself and feel worthy of the life that you are destined to live. Because remember this, Louise Hay said this, and I love this so much. We all, at our fingertips, have the abundance of wealth, of health, and of love. Love, yes. We all have the abundance of wealth, health, and love. So create that beautiful life with the law of attraction. Tell yourself positive affirmations, work on yourself every single day, and create the beautiful life that you, that I, that Brian, that all of us deserve, because it's right there at our fingertips. So thank you all again for joining me today. And remember, I'm going to make my intention known one more time. I'm manifesting 100 subscribers by the end of April. So don't forget, if you're watching this today, subscribe and share it to a friend who could definitely get some good, beautiful information from this episode and all my episodes. Share it, like it, comment, leave me a comment. Call me at 754 222 4413. Let me know what you want to talk about. Tell me anything you want to tell me, even if it's a hello, it's a lifeline, whatever it is. I want to help rescue your life by empowering you and educating you on peace, love, and light. So with that, namaste, everybody. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye.